One of the goals I set for myself for this year is to reorganize, reduce, and simplify. So in this video, I'm going to reorganize my kitchen pantry and see what I can just kind of get out of there. So if you want to see what I've got going on, keep watching. Welcome to This and That with Denise Jordan. I teach women to make wise home, health, and beauty decisions. So if you want to learn more about running a household, subscribe. Or if you want to see reviews about products that can benefit you in your home, subscribe, because I do videos about those topics all the time. So hit that subscribe button and double tap that little bell icon so you don't miss any upcoming videos. But definitely check out the show notes in the description box below, because that's where I'll link my favorite housekeeping and gardening solutions. Okay, let's jump into it. The DIY Mommy always posts a challenge at the beginning of the year, and it usually has something to do with organizing, and this one just fit right in with the goals that I set for myself, because I want to reorganize several areas of my home and just get rid of some of the clutter, but also just get rid of some of the stuff. So I wanted to work on reorganizing my pantry and seeing what I can get rid of in there, making sure there's nothing that's expired in there and that kind of thing. Now, just in case you're not familiar with the DIY Mommy, I will link her channel below. She does some amazing things over there, and you will really enjoy what you find. I also have a small DIY project for this pantry, and I will share that with you as well. All right, let's get it started. Here is my very messy kitchen pantry. And it is definitely at 6s and 7s, and I am going to take care of that today. The first thing I'm going to do is take everything out and see what needs to go back in. And I'm going to primarily be working on the lower shelves, not the very top shelf where I've got some baskets of dishes and things stored up there. So the plan is to finish up that pantry today. I need to finish inventorying all the things that I have in there, but as well as organizing things. So I'm going to be going through these baskets that say boxed foods. And these labels my husband made for me. I'll show you the materials that he used to do those with, but I want to finish this project today. So this is another one of boxed foods. So I'm going to take everything in here that's out, and I have things in here like this, things that are in bags or packets like this, boxes of onion soup mix, Jiffy Mix, things like that. Just so things that come in boxes, crackers, that kind of thing. So let me get everything out and inventory it, and then it will go back in or be discarded. We'll see. And then one of the things I'm going to just go ahead and pitch is this container of international coffee. I rarely ever drink it. Usually if the company comes and they ask for something like this, I'll offer them this, but it expired May of 2013, so I'm going to pitch that. And then I've got this box of waffle cones, and I really only use this when the grandchildren are here. They won't be here anytime soon. And it expired December 28th, 2018. So when they come, I can buy more. Plenty of taco seasoning mix. And plenty of gravy mix. Expired, expired, expired. That should be okay. These food colorings, my son bought when they were here and the kids made slime, but I won't need them, so I'm going to pitch them. If we make slime again, I'll repurchase. All right, these two are done. This one's okay. So now this area is done. I've got these two baskets down here. These are the pans and lids that I reach for frequently. Over here are strainers and baking pans and things that I reach for, but not very often, but I need to have them accessible. So here are the things that I keep over here in this cabinet. Over here, I have a basket with snacks in it. Taco chips, tortilla chips, as well as bags of noodles and different things like that. Back there, I have a large soup tureen that I don't use very often, a small food processor, and then other equipment that I need to be able to get to, but I don't use very often. An extra package of napkins. And then this cabinet here is all sorted out. Over here, I've got a container with my husband's breading when he fries fish, powdered sugar and brown sugar. Then back in the back, I've got containers that have things like this, little odds and ends that I need to be able to get to. So I've got those back there. You can see some utensils that I reach for occasionally, but not real often. And then in the corner there, I've got some oversized bottles of oil and soda and different things like that. On this next shelf, small cans of chili dog mix, water chestnuts, carnation milk, just little things like that. Small cans that'll fit on that corner shelf. And then here I've got a bread basket, some English muffins, and then over here some canned tomato sauce that I made, peanut butter, syrup, different things like that. And on this shelf here, I just have packets of oatmeal. In the back, I have extra boxes of my coffee or K-cups for my Keurig maker, and additional or overflow jarred items, gravies and cranberry sauce, vitamins, and just different things like that that are down here. Peanut butter and just extra bottles of oils and things like that tend to be kept on this shelf. And on this side, I've got my dry goods. I've got things like flour and sugar and various pastas, and as well as pecans and walnuts, and then containers of cereal here, and just different things like that. Dried dates, a set of measuring bowls that are just cute. I like to have that sitting there. On this shelf, I keep my coffee and teas. So all of my extra teas and my Toronado sugars and boxes of coffee and hot chocolate mix and all those kinds of things are on that middle shelf. And then the bottom two shelves, there I have my food items. You can see I have one basket that I keep canned soups in, and then various canned goods are in here. And then over here I have my boxed foods, which are things like my Jiffy mix and taco mix and different things like that, or I should say taco kits. More boxed foods down here, which include boxes of crackers and that 90-second rice and mashed potatoes and just kind of different things like that. Onion soup mix and all that kind of stuff. Over here I have storage bags, and then in this box over here, or basket over here, is popcorn, and then extra boxes of oatmeal and things like that. So this pantry organization project is done. I am very pleased with the way it turned out. It is not perfect, but it's working. And then my DIY project is here. It's the labels for the baskets. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I really appreciate it. Now let me just show you the DIY project real quick. We did the labels on the baskets. I should say my husband did, because he always does those kinds of things for me. But I purchased this label at Michael's, and then this label at Michael's, and then what he did was he put them together like this, and then he glued them together with some, I believe was rubber cement. And then he used a particular chalk marker like this to write on the labels. And I love the way they look. They turned out so nicely, and they're perfect. The other thing we did for this project was, well, we didn't just do it today, but that we did as part of the DIY in this pantry, was we used these chalk labels here for the mason jars. And what he did was he would write on the label, and I thought I had one over here. So I gave him a list of what I wanted him to make labels for. He wrote them out, and then we just affixed them to the jars. And once they dry, they're pretty good. I can wash the jars, that kind of thing, and it doesn't come off. So these are the little chalk labels, and I picked them up at Michael's also. They're the Recollections labels. They came 20 in a pack, and I can't remember how much they were. Somewhere between $4 and $5 for a pack of 20. And then the pen came separately. And I don't remember I didn't keep the packaging for these, and so I'm sorry that I can't give you information about those, but I did pick them up at Michael's. So there you have it. There's my pantry organization and my DIY that went along with that particular project. So I want to thank you again for joining me on this challenge, and I hope that you will also join me in my Go Red challenge. Just in case you're wondering what you can do, you can wear something red and just mention on whatever video you populate on Friday, February 1st, that it's National Wear Red Day, and mention that heart disease is the #1 killer of women, that it kills more women than all forms of cancer combined, and that we should do some things to keep ourselves heart healthy. Bam, done. So join me in that challenge, and then also I hope you'll join me in my kitchen vignette challenge, my winter kitchen vignette. And the caveat for this particular challenge was you needed to have a soup tureen, something with words on it, and of course it needs to be on a tray so you can move it around. A couple of people said they were struggling with the words. Well, really, the words can be whatever you want. You can use a cookbook. You can make a plaque yourself. You can put in a picture, one of your thumbnails from the soups and stews challenge. Whatever you want to do, but you get to decide. So don't let the words challenge you. So, just so you know, I've raised 3 children. I've managed a home for more than 45 years, and I am a nurse by profession. So if you want to learn more about running a household, cooking and cleaning and laundry and health and beauty, subscribe. I would love to have you as a member of the TNT community. In the meantime, this is Denise Jordan saying goodbye. I'll see you in the next video.